Who should be signing up for the Laser Launch Academy?
That's a good question. When I originally designed it, I made it so that it was for beginners, but it's now kind of morphed into a master class because I throw everything at it that I possibly can. Every time there's a new update, every time I'm doing something, I'm like, oh, that would be another great thing to add into the course. So I have just been beefing it up over the last 2.5 years that I've been running the course. So it is ideally for a beginner, but if you're somebody who you feel like you're not really tapping into the true potential of your laser, it's probably for you too.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Laser Source Podcast, the #1 podcast if you love big smiles. That mom with the laser, Emily Caroline. She's here, she's hanging out. She's got big mermaid and coral things going on. She's got lots to say.
Big tail energy.
Lots to talk about. We were just talking backstage before starting the show, and Emily was wondering what guests who don't know the show go through when we're 15 to 20 minutes late. And honestly, I think they're just too nervous to say anything, so they just act like it's normal.
I think they're just so comfortable with this. They're like, oh, it's been 15 minutes already? What?
I know these guys are expecting us to be there at 9:15 to 9:20. So when we're here at 9:04, they're like, oh my God, they're here. It's crazy.
Meanwhile, mom's over here it's 9:02. What happened?
Oh, I know.
The reason I got here when I did is because I was putting kids to bed.
You don't have an X-Tool F1, do you?
Me?
Yeah. Do you have an F1? No?
It's hiding. But yes, I have.
Am I outing you right now? My bad.
No, you're not. I haven't gotten to it, so I actually have one hiding under my desk right now.
So this episode, guys, of course, is brought to you by Johnson Plastics Plus, our new sponsors of the Laser Source Podcast. And I am shooting something right now showing off some of their materials that they sent me. And look at this. Look at the X-Tool F1, just doing this leather. It's so cool. This is some of the coolest footage I've ever gotten. And you can actually see the blue laser going. And it was cutting stuff. Kyle was freaking out because it was cutting things really nicely. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I was thoroughly impressed.
I think that's really cool. I think it's just really cool to look at. So this will be coming out soon, guys. But if you want to see a bunch of stick shots, look at all this footage that I've been getting. So we're using every laser in the shop, including the Ranger. I know you guys have been wanting to see the Ranger for a while, so we're getting after the Ranger and a bunch of other stuff. I made
What's funny too is I told him how much cool stuff he had in the box that was coming to him. Oh, look at that. Oh, you made something for me?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
that's cool, right?
That is pretty snazzy.
I love that.
Spoiler, big TY to Johnson Plastics Plus for sponsoring this episode of the Laser Source Podcast. But we're here to talk about Emily today. The headliner first. Let's not bury the lead. Laser Launch Academy is coming back. Yeah, new session starting soon.
No, actually, it's open for enrollment right now. It's actually closing on Thursday.
Now. Oh, yeah. Literally right now. Okay. So how long do people have to sign up?
They have until Thursday. Enrollment's open for 10 days. And so my students who enrolled on day one, they're like, when do we get to start? I'm like, we have to wait for enrollment to close. And then we go running. Yeah.
Got to keep the class together.
Who should be signing up for the Laser Launch Academy?
That's a great question. When I originally designed it, I made it so that it was for beginners, but it's now kind of morphed into a master class because I throw everything at it that I possibly can. Every time there's a new update, every time I'm doing something, I'm like, oh, that would be another great thing to add into the course. So I have just been beefing it up over the last 2.5 years that I've been running the course. So it is ideally for a beginner, but if you're somebody who you feel like you're not really tapping into the true potential of your laser, it's probably for you too. I've had a lot of people who've had their lasers for 1 to 2 years, and they're like, I just feel like I'm not getting the most out of my experience here. And they take the course and they're like, wow, there's so much that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Right. People just, they get started and they want to know how to cut and make something. And then they realize, wow, I could have saved so much time if I understood how to do this, change the setting, or if I knew how to optimize my settings, or all those little things that I have it beautifully organized for you so that we cover everything as much as we possibly can in 5 weeks.
Do you have an EMP fiber already, right? You must.
I do.
Yeah, are you including that kind of galvo content in the course? So laser launch is gantry stuff.
Correct. It is strictly CO2 gantry, light burn for CO2 gantry only.
Okay, yeah. Good to know.
Because really, come on, wouldn't you agree? Like a fiber course it has to be like its own thing because it's a whole other monster. Like I love it when people come to me and they're like, "Well, Emily, do you teach business and marketing also?" I'm like, I could make a whole other course just on business and marketing. Like my goal here is just to shorten your laser learning curve. You want to learn more stuff? Well, we can do that.
If you try to tackle it all at once, it's chaotic. And I know because that is what the LMA is. The LMA is like everything and it's chaos. It's just absolute chaos. So like being able to like focus on one thing and really master that skill over the course of something like the Laser Launch Academy, I think is like, it's a premium opportunity for sure.
Well, thank you. Yep. I will say this though, I have 2 different tiers. I have the tier 1 where it's self-paced and people do it on their own. And then tier 2 is when you're in my private Facebook group where I go live every week during the first 5 weeks of every session. So for example, students who joined the course 2 years ago, they still get to join me live every new group. Every time there's new Lightbird updates, every time I'm doing something like this, they're seeing it in the moment. And it's during those lives where if they want to talk about business, I'll talk about business and marketing or whatever. Yeah. So
cool. How many sessions have you done total so far?
Oh gosh, I should know that.
I'm just curious. Yes.
I really should know that off the top of my head.
2.5 years, and I'm like, I wonder how many she's done in 2.5 years.
I've probably done somewhere in the range of 15 to 20 sessions.
That's a lot. That's crazy. And I know it's been a long time because I think you came on the show to talk about the first one. Like when it was new.
Is that the last time I was on the show?
No, I don't think so. I think you've come on since then. But I think that was the first time you came on the show.
I remember the first time I came on
Launch Academy is a thing. Come look. And it was like
the first time I was on the show, you had me show up like 20 minutes before we went live.
I did. And we didn't start until
45 minutes later. You started.
40 minutes later. Totally. What are you doing, Matt? What are you digging up there?
Well, I was going to show the Laser Launch Academy.
Let's take a look while we're on topic. Yeah.
Yeah. But I wanted her to be able to talk about it all, and then we could kind of show it. So this was the payment. So this is literally all the questions we were just talking about. Can I first off just start by saying, like, when you look at an academy and you look at this face versus Alex's face,
that would have honestly, I'm mad that you're pulling this up now. This would have been perfect. The perfect pose to be sitting in front of the nuclear.
Yeah, as it explodes, she's just like in this like happy pose.
Yeah, that one would have been good.
Yeah, like.
By the way, guys, don't you guys love their thumbnell tonight? Because I love the thumbnail. Miranda, I do. Good. I love the thumbnail. It gave me a good laugh.
That's the thing. Boom. Boom. Anyways, because we're going nuclear, baby. So anyways, everything you were just talking about, I was reading it as you were like saying it. I was like, yep, bam, killing it. So this was I really like this, that you talked about the fact that whether you're like a corporate employee who's just trying to do this like as a side hustle, if you're somebody who's starting up, stay-at-home parent who's looking, and by the way, thanks for saying stay-at-home parent. Just saying.
You're very welcome.
If you want to follow along with Matt, guys, there's a link to this already down in the description. So you can go click it right now.
And so that's where I figured some people probably were already looking there. But dude, just this part right here, when you said to learn the CO2 laser lingo. So when you say gantry versus galvo and people are like, what's that now?
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of stuff, like talking about mirrors versus lenses, because some people don't understand that kind of stuff.
I baby step I have a whole glossary. It's almost like a dictionary of laser terms, okay, which took me forever. My team and I actually have a team, by the way, and in my tier 2 group, I have a paid staff of seasoned laser professionals that are also helping me support the students, and they're amazing. Kimberly, she has I lose track, 16 Boss lasers, 1 Mira, and then I have Troy with 2 Thunders, and I have a range of everybody, because the course isn't just for people who have my laser. I teach the fundamentals. So whether you have an OM Tech, a Thunder, a Boss, an off-brand laser, an Eon, it doesn't matter. What I teach you here, you can take and apply it to any.
Okay.
Well,
industrial laser.
Wait, so you're like the professor who everybody starts with, and then they get broken down into like their grads, like the grad student teachers, you know?
I mean, kind of like
it's cool though.
In the tier 2 group, you know that when you're asking questions, you're not asking a massive group full of newbies and seasoned people. Like you can trust the people that I have helping me run that tier 2 group and the advice that they're giving you. You know what I mean? Which is really important.
And what's really and so going like teacher brain, like heterogeneous learning versus homogeneous learning. Like it's cool. Like there's these people who are the same group. Like maybe you are the entrepreneurs and you're all starting up, but you're still even within that homogeneous group. You're stratified into like people who are just starting off and like this is my 5th laser, but I'm really trying to get that bang for my buck. So it's cool because there's that spectrum within those different levels too.
Just want to punch you when you start talking like that. Just want to hit you in the glasses.
Why?
Yeah, because he's like that's why he made me the apple. And
that is why he has the app. It's the I'm sorry for punching you in the glasses.
Well, whenever we talk about our stuff, like I'm like, well, if you think about this, there's multiple styles of learning.
Consider the different learning strategy. There's smell and hearing and touch, and you just.
Anyways, all right. So you guide us through your website. Is there anything else you wanted to kind of like show us? Because there's enroll today, right?
Yeah, enrollment it's a hard close. So I only open enrollment for 10 days. And that's because like I like to go through the course with my laser babies together. I don't schedule out anything else during the next 5 weeks. My focus is entirely on my students, right? Because during those first 5 weeks, that's when they have the most questions. And so I find that that's the effective way to go through it. And actually to get it to 5 weeks, when I first launched the course, it was an 8-week course because I was afraid it was too much. And I think that's one of the benefits also of taking a course like this one that is so well established at this point. I've already gotten feedback from students. This is the 5 weeks is the perfect number. Anything more was too long. Anything shorter was too overwhelming, right? Because you have a lot of anxiety when you first get a laser and it can be overwhelming, you know? Kind of going back to what you were talking about with the laser lingo, that's another reason that I love the course. Because let's say you just get started and you realize that your engrave has lots of lines in it, but you don't understand why.
Oh yeah,
well, you don't know to look up line interval. You don't know to look up lines per inch. You know, that's the terminology that does not exist for you. But in the course, I am baby stepping you through all these things and teaching you how to look. Some people have, huge line gaps and they think it's fine. And they're engraving and they're selling these items. And the consumer doesn't know any better, but we do. And nobody's pointing it out to them, and those are the kind of things that I'm also showing you. What does your fill look like? If you think that looks good, it does not. This is what it should look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's the kind of thing too. And so I was going to ask, do you guys, or either you or one of your gurus, do you guys go through like the rotary on a CO2? Is that something you guys cover?
Everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because I know that's probably something people are wondering about. By the way, if you have questions, ask in chat. This is literally your chance to talk to your professor.
One of the reasons I really like having Emily by, guys, besides the fact that she's immensely entertaining and bubbly and energetic, because that is the main reason we bring her on. The secondary reason we bring her on is because laser everything can be really technical, and we kind of assume that you know a lot about what we're talking about because we're kind of doing advanced stuff. It's very kind of heavy, like textbook heavy stuff that we get into over here. And something like the Laser Launch Academy can be a great prep course for just showing up at Laser Everything with like your head on your shoulders, because I know we're not immune to like people. A lot of people show up at Laser Everything and they start consuming content and they just start lost because they don't have the foundation required to kind of
like the vocabulary, right?
Yeah, or the vocabulary, things like that. And at our channel, where a lot of you guys are from, we just kind of like go, we just go and we just assume you're keeping up. And so something like the Laser Launch Academy is perfect if you're literally just kind of wandering into the space, because when you get to the point where you are tuning your lasers and you are honing your craft and really trying to understand how to like tweak and get things perfect, we're throwing a lot of terminology at you. You'll be prepared. You'll be coming in with that stuff, and you won't be like looking around, freaking out, lost. So yeah, I think it's a really kind of important preparatory thing to kind of consider, because it's just it can be a lot. There's a lot out there.
And what's nice too is a lot of what you do and what you're saying happens in your course, like literally is tiered with what we do. So when you talk about line distance and you talk about LPI and you talk about dot size and you talk about defocusing and you do all these things, like it can apply to the next type of machine too. So
right. And here's like another thing, like I am slowing down every time I mention that. I'm going to show you a score line that's in focus, and then I'm going to show you a score line that's out of focus. What if you intentionally want your score line to be just a little wider? I'm going to stop right there so I'm very visual. So, or like when I'm teaching you just the basics in Lightbird, okay, and I'm trying to explain layers to you. Okay, so let's say I have 3 colors. I have red for cut, I've got green for score, and I've got black for fill. And let's pretend there's a frame. Okay, I'm gonna actually isolate the frame. I'm gonna take a picture of it, and I'm gonna import it into Lightbird so you can see where the wood is. And then I'm gonna isolate the engrave so you can. Does that make sense? Like you will see the image in Lightbird as it's gonna look once you finish the product. So then they're starting to connect things even before we take it to the laser and cut it. Yeah. So I'm very visual,
and that's the kind of thing that's such a simple thing for people who have done it before, but it just night and day makes the difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
The last time you were on, Emily, unless you had something else you wanted to talk about the Laser Launch Academy, but I was just looking at you, and then I remembered we were talking about Baby Shop. How did that go?
Shop, yeah, I saw somebody just said.
All right.
Baby Shop was such a phenomenal experiment. I'm so very proud of it. I just saw that Rose said she saw my video on right now before she hopped on. She saw my video
I literally
on.
Just started her. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just
how to pay off your
literally just finished it.
So you remember the Baby Shop was entirely. I did that 100% because I wanted to prove to people that they can pay off their lasers in 90 days or less. Many people do it in much less time, but if you are laser focused and you have a plan, you can do it. So for anybody who's new and doesn't know about the Baby Shop experiment, I started a brand new Etsy account. I didn't tell anybody what it was because I also wanted to prove that you could do it without a social media following. And I was able to pay off my Mira 5 in 90 days. Okay. And so the Baby Shop experiment, that's what it was. It was a phenomenal experiment. And now I'm still kind of undecided where I'm going with the shop. It's an interesting experience for me because like you, Alex, and I saw you're opening up your shop again, and I want to hear all about that. Yeah. Okay. It is a balance because we do so much on the teaching front, right? Here running the podcast or making a really good tutorial like this. Making a tutorial on how to cut your pass through and how to paint it this way and how to create the curve. Like this has turned into 5 lessons that I haven't even finished editing, right? I only have 2 videos out so far.
Yeah. By the way, it's really impressive when you do it live. That's what we were just talking about before the show for watch the Craft Fest, and it was really cool. The day that Facebook went down, you still were on it. And by the way, that's literally what teaching is. Anybody who's ever taught before out there knows, like education is just being on your toes. And like technology, you still did it though. It was great. So like she literally was like, "Hey guys, I'm just gonna believe that you're watching me and you're seeing me, and this is gonna be great." Because like, who could predict that Meta was gonna get punched in the head that day? And she still was in there with her phone. She had who was it that was filming you?
Sarah is she's my employee at the shop, and she knows me
great
so
job.
well.
Did a great job.
She's amazing.
And she was doing like print and cut. She was showing people the Mira. She was showing people the Nova. She was like just going to town, kicking butt, man. I was like, look at her go. And
Thank
so like,
you.
because Alex was like at the shop, and he was like, is it working? And I said, yeah, she's just going. He's like, awesome. He's like,
I think what he said was now Emily has a taste of what LBX was like for us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
fair. She remembers. She was
I was
there.
like, I'm just
watching
gonna
the
do the show and pretend that people are watching.
I was
That's
so worried.
normal.
Again, I was so worried about you. I could just see the anxiety like seeping off of you at that event. But
I've recovered. I actually started like right after we got back. I went to therapy. I talked through my feelings. I'm better now. I'm great.
He had a coffee.
Okay.
Coffee.
You had a coffee. But that was an interesting experience. So for those of you also following, I
Very
am
cool.
also the brand ambassador for Eon Laser USA. Okay, so I was doing a live demo, and that's when Facebook fell apart, and they were like, "Okay, we're just gonna do it on Zoom," and I was like, "Okay." I had invested in all this new camera equipment. I was ready to use the new camera equipment. No, I didn't get to, but it's okay. We did it on the phone, and it was very cool. And then I got really brave because after I did this, everybody loved it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut out my little girl's name, which by the way, it's up there. I don't want it to fall apart, or else I bring it down. The next day, I went live on TikTok, and I was like, let's paint this sucker live. So I started spray painting the name live on TikTok, and that was a lot of fun. So
Nice.
Yeah, that was way more relaxed. Like versus the like craziness of Facebook and everything, man. Good Lord. But anyways, yeah. So just saying, really cool stuff she always does. But the other thing too, are we gonna move to like Aeon at ISA?
sure, I have so many things I want.
I know. Like I saw the list.
Don't worry, Alex. You can sit back and have some tea. I got this.
Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, it's your show, lady. You go nuts.
Okay. All right. So we talked about LLA enrollment's closing on Thursday. By the way, if you want to get in,
yes,
you really have to, because I will not open it up again until August, right? In the summer, I mom like a mother. Okay. So I can't run the course during that time. So the next enrollment won't open until August. Okay. What's happening? So next week, actually Thursday, I am flying to Austin. Is anybody in Austin? Maybe I could squeeze in a meetup, because I'm taking my kids to go see the solar eclipse.
Oh, cool.
We are right in the dead center of the path of totality here in Rochester. I don't even have to go anywhere. I literally can just open my window.
Make my kids miss school and drive up there.
I told Matt to come up. I was like, yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're missing school and we're going.
It's
an educational trip.
Thing. Yep.
It sure is. 100%.
Yeah. Astronomy field trip.
I just turned the lights off. All right, guys, we're done.
So I'm heading out to Austin, and then I get back on Monday night, and then Tuesday I am driving up to Orlando. So if anybody's going to be in the Orlando area, I'm going to be there with Eon, because they're unveiling their Redline series. You're going to lose it. I'm so sad that the whole LE team is not going to be there to see this in person, because I really think you guys are going to be so freaking like amazed with what you see.
Did you hear what she said? I'm so sad that Matt's going to be there.
Yeah,
Jason Rife said the same thing.
Just Matt. Yeah.
Well, I mean the whole team.
No, it's fine.
Like,
it's
I
fine.
wish you could.
Dude, I'm still broke from LBS. I'm licking those wounds. I gotta wait. No more travel till
Jason Wright from Rotoboss posted the other day, and he said, like, anybody gonna be there? And like Miranda said, Matt will be there, and he's like, just Matt.
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
He's like, I guess I'll take a picture with you, and it's Matt, and he's like, yeah, and there's Jason. He's just like.
Well, Matt, I didn't mean it that way.
I know you did. I know.
Team. I'm joking. Matt is in for. You are in for a treat.
I'm super excited.
Kidding you. I can't tell you guys, but you are going to be.
Can you tell us
really
when
impressed?
The cameras
I'm expecting good news.
Can I tell you what?
Can you tell us later on when the cameras are on?
I can't.
Oh my god! All right.
Can you tell me what is it? Does it have anything to do with the Redline stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They are unveiling their new Redline series.
Did she say that? I totally missed it. If she
missed it,
it's okay.
His coffee is too strong.
No, it's not strong enough. I need to have fly my Cuban mother over there to make me Cuban cafecito.
I was about to say, he needs some Cuban coffee.
You really do.
Delicious.
I'll be having a heart attack at like 2 a.m.
So that's going to be next week.
That's going to be next week. It's going to be so much fun. If you are in Orlando and you want to go, Eon will gift you a ticket for free so you can come and see them at their booth. So yeah, actually, Matt, I have to send you our itinerary because we have a special out of hours time just for you guys. to see things up close and personal. Yeah, it's
gonna
be awesome.
That was actually one of the things I was going to
a workout, Matt.
What?
What?
If you're going to give the ZV-1 a workout.
I am going to give it to my camera.
Yeah.
I was going to ask too. So for people who want to show up and who have, like, because we've been talking about it for like a month and a half, trying to tell people about it. When will they be able to go to the showroom floor and see not just like the events that you just have scheduled, but like when will that be open where you'll be there if they wanted to meet you or if they wanted to talk?
Oh, I'm gonna be at the booth the whole time, probably the whole time. Like I you know, like except for like lunch, you know. But if you're there,
just shoveling food in your face, like check it out.
Honestly, and if you can't find me, message me on Instagram, and I will make sure that I get to meet you and spend time with you. So please go if you're near Orlando. We'll get you a ticket. You don't have to pay for the ticket to go. Come see the Eon booth. It's going to be fire. I'm so excited.
Also, the weather next week, if you're somebody who's up north where it's still cold, the weather next week is supposed to be like in the 80s, like 60s to 80s and like sunshine. So just saying, maybe it's a reason why you make a last minute trip. Like, why not, right? Go see all the shows, get to meet Emily, see the red line. Come on, man.
Do you know if they're going to be putting up videos maybe during or after the event?
We want to go live, but there's only so much. I don't know, something about bandwidth. And so if you want to go live from one inside, it's like an arm and a leg. So like, no. But you will see lots of leaked information coming out right as soon as possible because we actually. People like Matt are coming. A lot of big influencers in the laser world are coming to check it out and see what's going on. I mean, it's really awesome. Yeah.
It really cool. Like the video that you guys shot already was pretty premium, like all the colors and like it was just very suspenseful. It was funny because like when they dropped it, was it like a week ago? I think they dropped the first video. I like sent threw it into our chat over there, like for the mods and everybody. I was like, check this out. And everyone's like, what the hell's that gonna be? And I was like, I said, I'll be there though.
Yeah, that's right.
So, anyways, I'm excited. It'll be good. I'm just going to go hang out with Jason all day.
Emily? What kind of question is that, Laura? Listen, I am the brand ambassador for a reason. I better be getting one, right?
Oh my God. That's Emily for it's already in my shop.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Sitting in the corner under a curtain. She's just got old dresses draped over it. She's like, there's nothing there.
That's my X tool.
Yeah, that's my
don't look at that.
Oh, right, good. Nancy's going. Awesome, Nancy. Can't wait to see you there. Okay, what else do we have to talk about? Okay, so we talked about LLA. We talked about ISA show. Look, I even have my notes here.
Nice.
Didn't want to miss anything.
She's an organized person. I told you this.
Oh, okay. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about like cool things that are happening in TMWall world. But before we go there, can you tell me a little bit about opening up your shop again?
I don't want to. But
okay,
I will.
Okay.
No, I won't. This is so reopening the don't do that. Reopening the shop is Miranda's thing, first of all. If it were up to me, I would sit in the studio 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, making videos about voltages and optics and the physics of light, but she won't let me do that. So she wants to reopen the shop so that we have just like passive business coming in and out that we can use to kind of capture a little more of the like small business spirit behind laser marking and cutting, because it's been absent from the channel since we closed the shop. And she's basically let my leash go too far on making nerd centric material. So she wants jobs coming into the shop. She wants kind of surprising random things from random people. Because when we were open, we were a job shop. And that's what we'll continue to do. And as a job shop, you just get random nonsense. And having those kind of random challenges show up, undoubtedly, she's absolutely right, would be great for the channel. You know, it would be interesting to see. Plus, while we're at it, you know, we can talk about Square, you can talk about Shopify, yada, 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 yada. So all of these different components that are part of the people who are watching the channel's everyday lives, I think just peppering my nerdy obsession with lasers with a little bit of real life will, make people happy. So she's going to start. We actually just like renovated an entire room in the new studio to be like the family room. So it's got like the little like playroom tiles, the colorful tiles all over the floor. You know what I'm talking about? The like squishy ones, and all the kids like big toys that we don't have room for at the house are there. And it's like a couch and a TV. So they'll be all like entertained and stuff. And then she'll actually be able to like help me with more like the shop side of stuff. So I don't have to stop making videos, but that's kind of the idea about it. So I think
I totally get it.
Yeah. It's not really to make money. I mean, like a little bit extra will be nice, because when isn't that nice? But it's mostly with the goal of like having a gateway for challenges to come in and then be able to tape those challenges and put them online to show how we do.
Believe me, I totally get it, because this was part of the baby shop desire, right? Is to keep me relevant and in the field, in the weeds with my people. Like you get to a point where you're just making content to teach people, and you're kind of separated in a way. You're not in the field with them. And so that's kind of where the heart of the baby shop experiment was born. And you asked me, so how's baby shop doing? And so I'm glad that you're sharing this, Alex, because maybe whatever I've learned, I can share with you, and hopefully, it helps. So I tried to keep baby shop going, but it was a lot to manage along with everything else, because it's also training somebody in the shop to run another business for you, the way that you would. It's not just making products. You need a team to do this, right? So I felt it became a little too overwhelming. And so now, interestingly enough, what I found that really works is I kind of like hyper focus on one thing I want to do, and then I close the shop, and then I open back up, and then I do it when I can. So for example, we did the baby shop experiment, and that was Easter of last year. And then I didn't sell anything until back to school season. And I did like 20 grand in pencils on TikTok, right? In like 3 weeks. Yeah. And then after that, I did like, a similar amount or something with like lunch boxes or whatever. But the point is I'm sprinting during seasons that I know I can like kill it kind of thing. Yeah. Because what happened was, when the odd jobs come in and I'm in the middle of video editing, like, no, I really can't stop and cut 20 logos for you. Like, I really just can't,
afraid of. So it'll be really important to have Miranda there, because I don't want the channel to suffer as a result of opening this up, because
I'm trying to do it all.
And the channels was really important to me. That's why we closed the shop in the first place. That said, having Miranda there, I think overall it will be good, but I am upset that I'm being dragged out of my little tech nerd cave by my ankles to do it. Also, shout out really quick before we move on to Rob over at We Do Widgets. He actually lives like 20 minutes away from me, and he came over to the studio to hang out for a little bit. And I was just about to start the color floor, which he just asked about in chat. So Rob, this one's for you. The color floor is coming along. I didn't have enough tiles to do the entire floor, but I'm ordering some more, so I'll have to finish later. This took a very long time to put those tiles down, like longer than I thought it was going to take. But yeah, the kids love it. They have like their little tent and stuff, so it'll be cool.
Like a mini daycare.
Yeah, it's like a mini daycare. Yeah, it'll be cool. Okay, so that we talked about before. You wanted to talk about something else that you had on your list, Emily. So what was that item? It was like that you were like, oh, I gotta.
Oh, like things that you're probably gonna see happen in Laser Mom world in the rest of the year. Like things that people have been asking me to do for a long time.
Fancy.
I think I'm finally ready to do them.
Like an Emily roadmap. That's good. I want to hear that.
Well, okay. Let's see. I guess in no particular order. I am going to tease that UV printing is going to start making it onto the channel.
Oh,
I'm excited about that.
Gross. What? Good luck. Ink? Why? I'm out, dude. I don't do inks. I don't do ink.
I'm trying to tell him that I want to learn about it, and he's like, good luck.
Like, good luck.
Been there, done that, dude. I've had $20,000 printers, I've seen $100,000 printers, and you know what? Every single thing in this sweet earth that runs on liquid ink can go straight to hell. That's my opinion.
Well,
but good for you. Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I have a funny story about it. To be honest with you, back in December, so I have a neighbor who lives a few blocks down, who has a laser engraving business, right? And a very successful one. So she calls me up and she's like, hey, my brother who runs the business with me, he needs to talk to like a social media person. Like he decided to get a ton of 3D printers because his daughter wants to sell 3D printed dragons, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So I get on the phone with this guy. I learned that he has like 50 Trotex and like 30 UV printers. I mean, he is running a multi-million-dollar big deal kind of operation. Okay. And why am I getting to this point? Oh, so he wanted somebody to talk to his kid about marketing on social media. I was too busy at Christmas, but we had a good conversation. And long story short, he was like you. He's like, he has tried everything under the sun in the printing world, and he swore up and down that the only printer he now gets, and all of his like 20 plus printers, are Mimaki. And I'm like, okay, cool, interesting. Like if I ever go into it, I'm going to take this guy's word for it, because how often do you get to speak to somebody who's like a multimillionaire and
he's spent enough money, right? Yeah.
Fast forward to, I don't know, like a few weeks ago, I get reached out to by a company that wants to work with me. I don't know if you're familiar with them, PDS Equipment.
Haven't heard of them.
I've heard the best things about them. Like people who have
they're like the
one,
besides Aeon, they're the other booth that I really want to go visit.
You have to go.
Is this what they do? Like printing stuff?
Yes. So they specialize in UV printers. And let's face it, UV printing and lasers, they go really well together, especially if you want to have printed items and you don't want to have to paint. Yeah. So anyhow, I'm really excited to see them next week at the ISA show. Cool. I know that they're having a grand opening in Dallas. If you're in Dallas and you're into UV printing, go check it out. So yeah, we're going to see some UV printing on the channel, and I'm going to prove you wrong, Alex.
I would love it. I would love to be proved wrong. Change my mind.
Well, I will tell you this, because one thing I told them, I said, the only thing that scares me about this is that I hear you have to rotate the ink all the freaking time. I don't have that kind of time, and so there's something about their white ink that you don't have to be running it all the time. Like you can run it
like
not as frequently as you would. Yeah. You wouldn't have to run it like as much every day like the other ones. So anyhow, I will learn, I will share, and you can still hate from over there in your dark corner without your cappuccino.
He's gonna drink
because my daughter's sleeping next to me, not because I'm evil. Just to make that clear. I mean, I am evil. That's just not why it's dark.
You are not evil. You know what my mother would say? Cancelado, canceled. We don't say these things. I don't agree with it. Okay.
Do it.
Okay. What else is happening? So I am finally going to run. Back in 2019, I said that I would run a conference. It's happening. It's going to be an online one because I can't do something in person, but I would love Laser Everything to be there.
Done.
And that's all I can say. But I can say it's going to be for the end of July. So block out your calendars, my friends. It's coming.
I just jumped into that hole 2 feet. I'm in.
Yeah, done. Sweet.
Done.
And then I think the last thing that I could share is that I might be entertaining a TM Wall daytime podcast because I just can't do the nighttime thing at all. I don't know how you guys do it. I wish I could, but I've got
great.
This is the only time of day all three of us are conscious at once. So that's why we do it.
I was going to say crippling ADHD keeps me going 19 hours a day, and I sleep like 5, I think, and then I'm back to it.
There's morning shift over here, and there's night shift over here, and day shift here. So this is the only time that like we're all still awake.
I literally wake up at 6 a.m., feed the kids, get them dressed, get them into the car, run them to school. And at 7 a.m., I'm literally like, good morning in the chat. And everyone's like, die in a fire. Okay.
That's Matt. You are my people. That's the same thing with all my other group chats. Like
Pretty much.
7 a.m. We're ready to go.
I usually put
Yeah.
something like "Good morning" with like the Earth thing. "Good morning, starshine" is what I sent Kyle today.
You got a good morning from me this morning. I was
He
still
did.
awake at
It
9:30.
was a very flat like "Good morning," and I was like, "Someone's having a good day." Just saying. Well, man, I don't think you stopped, dude.
Stopped what?
Her, she doesn't stop.
No, I know she doesn't
Me?
stop. She's crazy.
Yeah,
That's why we
you.
have her on. Also, you were going to tell us about so for those of us that didn't have the benefit of watching you live because we actually work when we're at work, talk to me about the corals and the mermaid stuff going on, because I missed all of that because I was actually doing the job.
Well, let's see. Baby girl was turning 5.
Talking about
She
you,
wanted
Matt.
a mermaid party. So I cut this 75-inch mermaid tail using the pass-through on my Eon Nova.
That's
And
wild.
I wanted to make a pass-through tutorial on that for a long time, so I finally got that out. It's a very good tutorial. Go watch it.
It is.
Where's Danny? Tell Danny I want a Nova.
You want to know? I will let him know. Do you really?
I want pass through.
No.
Yeah.
You want a red line. That's what you want. You don't want to know that.
Listen, I'm coming next week. I'll just take one home with me.
Does the red line have pass through?
I am not. I told you I am sworn to secrecy,
not allowed to
and I
say.
cannot say
Stop
anything.
bringing it up.
Listen, blink twice is all we're saying, right?
No.
All right.
I'm not doing
She just
it.
All right.
blinked.
So you did print and cut.
Okay, so I cut this out on the pass through, right? And
Right.
then I did 2 layers, right? So we've got the top layer. You know what I had to do, guys? I did the one thing that you're never supposed to do, and I
no.
did not save the file.
Oh no.
I cut the back, and then I had not cut this part yet. So
Oh,
I had to like get up on a ladder, take a picture of my tail,
No.
and then put it into Lightbird, and then use the warping tool because I had warped it. It wasn't the original one that I had just made bigger.
No.
I
That's
know, I
so
know.
brutal.
But I pulled it off.
I wouldn't have
That's
known that
great.
if you didn't tell me.
Well,
like, you
but
can't-
mistakes are how we learn. So you have to
Yeah,
go watch a tutorial.
you can't tell.
Yeah,
Like,
So
that's-
always save your project file is the lesson there.
I know. But anyhow, the warping tool is phenomenal. So I got really close, and it's not totally perfect, but then I just like used wood putty on my score lines that were visible and you can't see it. But I also showed that in the tutorial. So anyhow, I did that. Then I made a mini version.
Yep,
Right?
very
Like
cool.
this nice. Just for like table decoration. And you see, so I did 2 different things. Like with this, sorry. I'm backwards here.
Yeah, I see it.
So like I need to hold it straight. Anyhow, let me go. Can I just go like this? Because then I'm not all wonky.
Yes.
That is
So
perfect.
this is so with this version of the file, I kept the outline, and with this, because I didn't have enough wood to cut it
nice.
as one piece
Yeah.
again, I just did the inside, right? So I have 2 different versions of it. And then I curved like crazy. Let me show you how it's standing.
Oh
see
wow,
that
look at
very
that down
well.
there. Yeah.
But I guess you can kind of see that, right?
Yes.
And it's
Yep.
like a piece
it's
lot
got
at
like
the
a nice,
bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wait, so am I looking at the remnants of like a birthday party? Is that what this was for?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. The
I
pieces
legit
are connected.
still have the balloons over there.
Nice.
How have those not deflated
See,
already?
is that a full
I
F
know.
balloon arch?
Yeah, look at me.
Oh my god.
What would you expect from Emily, dude?
I know
a
that's
party's
the
a
most
party with
Emily
Emily.
shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
I want to
I
know the
can't
secret as to how you kept the helium in those.
No, it's not helium. Like it's just
Oh,
a
they're just
little.
there?
Yeah, but they're so pretty. I can't bring myself to pop them.
They
I'm
really
just
are
gonna let
pretty.
it.
Did you blow those all up like manually?
No, it's like a little air pump thingy,
Oh, that's good.
and
See-
but I did not. I was going to attempt the balloon arch myself, but I did not. And by God's grace, so okay. Tip to anybody out there who wants to grow their business and you feel like you need
Yes.
help. For me, the first thing I did not hire an employee. I hired a cleaning lady.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, that's smart.
And why do I bring this up? Because she is the kindest thing on the planet, and she actually knows how to do this. So she saw me getting ready for the party, and she's like, "I'll do it for you." I was like, "Oh!" So I had this beautiful balloon art, which is another reason why I can't bring myself
Well,
to just.
and one of the things I was gonna say,
Stop
like
it.
we had a birthday party for my daughter, and she actually got one of those balloon arch things only because I met an event planner who used me for jobs. She was like, And then I said, hey, do you happen to have somebody who does like the balloon stuff? Like, because I as creative as I am with a laser, give me balloons, and I'm just like, nope, they're all gonna burn alive. Like, it's done. So like that's where like I basically traded that person. I'm like, hey, I can literally like create you some really cool like shapes and stuff. I said, like, give me a credit, I'll give you a credit, whatever. And so that was a really cool thing. And then there's sometimes too where I'm just like, I need cash this time, and they're like, no problem. We just do business with each other. So just one more person.
Yeah.
Emily, have you seen the new studio setup? Have you seen it?
Yours?
Yeah.
No, I can't see it because then I'm just gonna want it.
Oh well, it's really cool. I'll show you a picture of it too. But like,
Okay, fine.
I pulled this up, and I just want to show you. Like, I used the mirror too. The mirror's got like a nice front and center position in the shop. Of course, that's one where it's not cutting. Look how cool this looks. Look, oh, so nice. I don't know. I really like high quality footage. So I'm like super. That's just that apple that I was cutting out earlier, but it's really pretty. It looks really nice.
So okay, wait.
Right.
Hold on. How are you able to get it so nice? Do you have the door open?
Yeah, I mean the door's open. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The door's open, first of all. Second of all, this footage was shot with like a $3,000 camera. So that helps. Yeah. And then you just record it. That's all. Yeah. It's mostly just the element.
Was this the element CD one? Or was this
no, this is the XF605 shot this.
Okay.
Yeah. So
like what's cool is he has so that the neat thing is I'm in Florida, and since Alex is awake in the day and the nighttime because he just never sleeps, like what's neat is like we sit there and we make our shot list in the morning and stuff, and then we can I can move the cameras here from Florida up in Rochester, and Kyle can do the same thing from Connecticut.
So
basically,
you guys are way too.
If he's got a late night, oh dude, it's not you guys. It was this guy.
No, it's me and being a crazy person. Let me see if I can find.
I pressed the buttons good.
Picture of the new studio.
By the way, you're missing the comment. So I second getting a cleaning lady for Miranda. Yes, take the advice.
That's probably why we didn't talk about it. Alex is like, oh, don't.
I've been ignoring my wife.
I kid you not. When
She's trying to troll me.
When I was building my business from this very room, I told myself I want to get to the point where I can hire a cleaning lady. That's what I did before I hired help.
The first person that I started paying was a bookkeeper. And then, I obviously didn't get a cleaning lady, but maybe we should. Maybe Miranda would like that.
That'll be an after the shop is open adventure, maybe.
So you remember the old warehouse? It was like that really big, dark warehouse, just full of lasers. Yes. So we moved down the hall to like a new room, and it's all like painted white and pretty. And I know I've taken a picture of it. I'm just going to keep digging. You guys can keep talking. When I find it, I'll interrupt you guys rudely so I can show you. But
making like laser spaces look good. I feel like I'm never going to get mine to look good. Like I can't slow down. I feel like I should paint the wall more. My rainbow still isn't finished in the office.
I feel that. I feel like I'm at a constant disadvantage because my shop is literally my basement.
Yeah,
like so it's never going to happen, right?
Yeah, so we've got the OMTAC over here, and then there's the mirror. It's got its own corner.
I love the lights up on the ceiling.
Yeah, those are made by a company called Small Rig. They're super inexpensive, and they're really bright and awesome.
I want the lights from the ceiling, so I don't have to carry my lights around with me all day long.
Yeah, and we got the Ranger. All three of the Galvos are there. The only Galvo I don't have set up right now is the SFX, which I physically don't have table space for at the moment. But yeah, it's nice. That video you were asking me what shot that, this camera right here shot that.
That's intense. I wouldn't be able to manage that.
I just bought my first camera this year, so I think you probably got the same one because I know Boyce had messaged me asking about like which one did you get, and I was like,
oh. I think I'm getting ready to get a second one because I do everything off of just one camera. And I'm like, well, if I had two, I could record the tumbler rotary that's going over there and I can record this sort of, and I can get more footage.
That's when you start getting addicted and you're like, wow.
Yeah. But
don't get too many. I I was just telling Miranda because she's like, you know, what have you been getting done at work? And I showed her a screenshot of me transferring 100 gigabytes of footage from 3 days of just engraving stuff.
Yeah, and then the other thing is,
it adds
I
up.
just want one. I just want one more.
That's all
the
I say
true
every
addict
time I
Maybe
do it.
two.
yeah.
Maybe two. Like I want a vlogging one, like that vlogging, not blogging, vlogging. Like so when I go to ISA, it looks good and I can walk around with it and it's lights. I need that would be cool.
Those
And then just the
ZV1
second
Mark
one.
II is really good.
I'll show you my
can look
setup
at
when
it.
I go there.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I need it before so I can order it and then
I'll pull it
use
up because
there.
I recommend this camera to people for their businesses all the time, like to just get photos of their product or like make videos for social media so that they can promote their business, like their small engraving shops and stuff. I recommend this camera to everyone. I recommended it to
Just put this on
Matt.
the buying guide.
It is on the buying guide. Well, I think
Oh,
the
okay. I'm not
I think the
smart.
Mark 1 is on the buying guide. But let me
Also, I feel bad. We've kind of gone on a tangent here about
Right,
cameras,
right,
and we're on the Laser Everything show.
Well,
But it's
welcome
okay,
to
right?
Laser Everything. I
Well,
mean,
but
this
that's
is
part of it.
business
I mean,
related.
cameras have to do with marketing. You have to
Yeah,
market
that's
your
what I'm
business,
saying.
right?
Okay. All right.
But this one's really good. It's the ZV1 Mark II. It comes with like a little selfie stick remote thing that's made by Sony. It's really good. You can zoom, take photos,
like that.
record. It's got an awesome onboard microphone. So you can talk and it's like crystal clear, even when there's other stuff going on. It's a little bit expensive, but there's no lenses. It's got a really nice Zeiss zoom lens on it. You don't have to change lenses constantly. It's not like this big complicated thing. So
So
if
are you sure? I don't need like a little lavalier kind of thing.
I mean, lav mics
What's
are
nice is
great.
it'll
You
work
should
with this
use a
one.
lav, but yeah, and it will work with them, but you don't need it. If
Okay.
you are in a pinch, you can just use the onboard mic, which is something I don't say about very many cameras.
Yeah,
So
and
Okay.
Resin
Yeah.
Dragon said we have the ZV1 and the ZV10. Both are great. So a
they're
couple of
really
people
Okay.
got it.
this is what you're looking for as far as like a vlogging camera goes, to be able to like take
Okay.
to different shows and events and things like that. I really, really highly recommend this. I think it's the sweet spot between point and shoots and like interchangeable lens cameras for people, not just that are content creators, but that are trying to run a business. If you're trying to get photos of your engraving work, this is going to work. If you're trying to make TikTok videos for your engraving shop's TikTok account, this is also amazing. It's just a perfect all-around camera. I really, really like it. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Can I like flip the camera and record like vertically?
Yeah, absolutely. And it has a sensor in it, so it knows when you're shooting vertically and saves the files that way, so they don't need to be rotated later, which is really nice too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
That is very nice. Okay, sold. I will show up now. I will show up to the conference next week with it. Thank you.
All right, there were 2 comments that I saw a minute ago.
Yeah,
too.
did we get through? Did we look at all the comments? Because we do have 7 minutes.
Yeah, a lot. Honestly, it's a lot of really fun
Category.
conversations happening on the side. Like as we
I've
go.
seen it. Yeah.
Let's see. And there was, oh my gosh. All right, here we go. So real quick, Rose had asked, do you use registration burns to do the pass through, or does Aeon have a different system like rollers?
No. Are you talking? I've seen advertisements about those rollers on is it the X Tool? I don't know.
Yeah,
if
so
trust
I
them.
think they were just wanting
Like-
some clarification. So with Lightburn, I think you use
Yeah, no,
Print and cut, right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Print and cut and registration marks. For
Yeah.
sure.
And then if they
Which
wanted to
works
watch that
really
video,
well, just to be
Yeah.
clear about that.
they
Yeah.
do. If they wanted to watch that video, where do you have that one
Ridiculously
for them
well.
to watch?
On That Moment the Laser on YouTube, on my
There
YouTube
you
channel.
go.
It's the second to last video I did, because the second one is how I painted that ombre effect on the mermaid tail.
See?
Yeah.
See, we work that plug in there.
Print and cut is like incredibly underutilized, and I think people are
Mhm.
missing out.
Well, I
Actually,
think
I
too,
wonder
that
if
it
I
was,
have it here. Hold on. I
think
might
it was
have a
really
project.
intimidating
another-
a long time ago, but it's come a long way, and it's like super easy to use compared to when it first came out and it was brand new and people didn't understand the concept. Uh-oh. What's Kyle bringing out?
Uh-oh.
I'm
Kyle project incoming.
All right, and then here's the thing. You can talk about this one even if you're not on the camera. Anthony Lopez said, will the red line reveal make me want to sell my Mira 9?
Oh, that's a good question.
no comment.
Yeah.
I can't say anything, but I will say this. It is never a bad decision to get an Eon, no matter which one you have. So that's all I'm going to say there.
Oh, what a good answer.
That was the brand rep talking right there.
That's right.
You know, the other answer is it'll make you want to finance another one. Like that's what's going on.
True.
It's so good. Like, because honestly, like everybody needs a second laser, third, fourth, fifth.
It's like Pokemon. You just gotta collect them all.
Collect them all.
Kind of. Yeah. I mean, that it is kind of a addiction. Don't you agree? Like, you know,
it's like a tool addiction on another level.
People own multiple lasers make
really
me sad.
One of our big laser partners, I guess if you want to call them that, SFX, Venus, their rep, just emailed me and he wants to send me. I've never said yes to one of these ever. Because I've never really been interested, but it's Venus and he is a good buddy of ours. He wants to send me one of those like handheld ones where you can like press it up against the thing and just like mark with it. Have you seen those? So like the little guns and they have the cage.
Yeah, like the little, yeah.
So,
like
so the focus is always right, you know, so you can like put it on like a car and like mark the panel of a car or something. He wants to send me one of those and I think I'm going to tell him yes.
It sounds like a very illegal way to troll the person that tailgated you.
It's like keying a car with style. Yeah.
What are you doing over there? It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we laser everything, literally, like some guy's Mercedes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Listen,
I
so since we're talking about print and cut, I wanted to bring this up because I have this project here and I could share it. So I have this file that it's like it doesn't look good engraved and it's way too cumbersome to paint. It has to be something that you would print, right? And when I printed it, I went to my friend's house. I used her sublimation printer. I did not save the size of the file and I brought it home sublimated. You with me so far? So I've got this sheet of material with an image on it. I have no idea what size it is. And it's hard to get a precise measurement because it's like this, right? Like it's a rainbow and whatever, okay? This is how good print and cut is that I put the image in Lightburn and I said, scale it. Like it's not scaled, figure it out yourself. And look at all the detail around the little leaves. It's practically perfect.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's incredible.
Like print and cut is the bomb.
That's crazy.
It figured it out. I said I have no idea how big it is. Huh?
That's like, it's really cool that you can literally see all of the petals like so clearly and nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how I use print and cut for jigs and fixtures. In the corners, I have little targets. So I have targets on all four corners. So I can go with any two that are the most convenient to get to at the time, depending on what I'm working with. But I use the same file. So those are for 7-inch hot plates, trivets. I have a scaled down one for 100 millimeter coasters, either slate or round cork or whatever. And it works out perfectly because I can scale my output and scale the jig. It doesn't matter. It doesn't care.
It's incredible. Like
So
you said, it's underused.
Essentially, the use is that you can just throw that fixture into the bed.
Yeah, and literally, I can. It doesn't even have to be straight. It doesn't matter where it is. I can put one corner all the way up against the top and the back of my laser, and I can put the other side in the bottom corner. It can be cockeyed sideways. It doesn't matter because you're telling it where the 2 points are on the pattern, and it's done.
Yeah, and John literally said the same thing for his keychain fobs and coasters. He does that to align them for later use.
Nice.
So he was literally saying that. By the way, Sargon Tavor, Emily said, have you tried the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 creator combo? That was the only other option that I looked at. Yeah, I know. That I looked at.
We're talking about podcast cameras?
Podcast cameras.
I mean,
but that was another
vlog camera. Yeah.
Yeah, the vlogging camera.
You don't want that. It's got a tiny little sensor.
Tiny little sensor. It's got a bigger sensor.
Dead low light. She wants it for exhibitions. You want it for an expo. You need a camera that's good in low light.
It comes with a DJI mic. Just saying. But anyways, whatever. It's okay.
Submit. For an hour. Emily, remind people about all of the things that they can throw money at you for.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, if you want to squash your laser learning curve, okay.
And you should.
Laser Launch Academy registration closes on Thursday night, okay? And then the next time it would open again is going to be in August. So if you want to join, now is the time. It's a hard close on Thursday night. And then other than that, just join me on my little YouTube channel. You know, I try to make decent videos that are entertaining and colorful and fun. I'd love a subscribe. And join me in my Facebook group. That's a fun, it's a great resource. It's a very inspiring group. We talk it all. Talk about it all. What's trending, what's selling,
Kyle?
everything.
Have that link below?
I will.
Thank you. And I think that's the one link for you that we don't have up there. Emily's got a ton of really fun, bright social media too. She's all over social media constantly. It never ends.
Oh, everywhere.
No, it's really good. So make sure you follow her on social media too, especially the TikTok. If you want to see Emily here participating in a civilized podcast, dancing her butt off to the theme of lasers, her TikTok is just, I can't recommend it enough. And I don't know, I had something else, but I just don't remember. Guys, listen, if you're listening to the rerun of the live episode, seriously, go sign up for the Laser Launch Academy if that's something you think you need. And if you think you might need it, then you probably do. So you have to do that by Thursday. If you're listening to the edited version of the podcast, because we're like 10 episodes behind right now, it's too late. Thursday is already passed. So you'll be waiting for August, but be first in line for August.
Yeah, you can, if you go to the website that's linked below, it'll switch from enrollment open to get on the wait list.
Nice.
And once you get on the wait list, you'll be notified, as soon as I have dates available. Can I answer a question really quick?
Yeah, of course. Answer whatever you want.
Yeah.
The time we go over.
Exciting A wants to know if registration marks are going to be covered. I cover them in several different ways. Okay. But just to point out, this lesson is in the course of how I specifically did it backwards. Because a lot of people, they'll do print and cut after they sublimate. Like, I like to have it sublimated, put it in the laser and cut and done. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, but it can be used with, several different applications. So yes, absolutely. I cover registration marks.
And then here's one for both of you two, I guess. I need to learn light burn. Who has a class for that?
Emily's, if you want Emily to literally hold your hand for 5 weeks and march you through it, then the Laser Launch Academy, which again, registration closes on Thursday. And so I can't recommend that enough. If you miss that for some reason and you don't want to wait to learn until August, we also have the light burn for gantry and light burn for galvo crash courses on our channel. So there's definitely substantially less hand holding, and it's a little bit less beginner friendly, but it's comprehensive. So that is also an option, but I really would try to get in on the Laser Launch Academy now, especially because we're sitting here having a conversation while registration is open. It's not like something that you're going to do in the future. It's literally happening now. So I'd jump on board now. And again, there's a link to the Laser Launch Academy down in the description. So I can't recommend that enough for you guys.
And Nancy, I think you were the one that said you're going to be in Orlando next week. If you are, I look forward to meeting you. Nice. Come say hi.
At the Aeon booth.
Well, you did it again, Emily. You carried us through a Tuesday.
Back. Is it good?
I love it. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming on tonight.
My pleasure. I appreciate you guys too. You guys are awesome.
Also, big TY to Johnson Plastics Plus for sponsoring this episode of the Laser Source Podcast. You guys are great. We love you too. And don't forget to go sign up for the LMA if you haven't already. Everything we do here over at Laser Everything is thanks to our members over at the LMA, whether they're spending $4 or that guy who signed up for the 150 has not canceled. He's still doing it. So if you're crazy, you can spend so much money over there. If you're normal, it is super inexpensive and it supports us and lets us keep making content, and all of our web services and websites and encyclopedias of laser knowledge that all exists because of our members over at the LMA. So if you want to be a part of that, you can find out more about that over at masters.lasereverything.net. But go sign up for Laser Launch Academy, guys. Go watch the Baby Shop experiment. That was the last episode you were on. I looked, Emily. That was the last episode you were on when you were starting the baby shop experiment. I think that's particularly valuable, and that's free. That doesn't cost anything. That's just on your channel. So go follow along with Emily while she like does her secret shop, her undisclosed it's really interesting. I think it's really cool that you like took your identity out of the equation. I think that's awesome. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Laser Source Podcast, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.